Welcome to the Linking Slinkies Podcast, hosted by me, Howie.
And me, Al.
Just a couple of mates who thought were pretty fun in high school and needed an excuse to catch up now that we're old dads with busy schedules.
We catch up every week to discuss the good old days, as well as what's going on nowadays in our lives. So if you're into rehearsed intros and good quality audio, then this is the podcast for you.
Subscribe for new episodes every Monday, 8 a.m. And remember, never try to fix your mate's slinky.
We're back, episode 8.
Episode 8. How about it? We got a big one today.
Big one. How about last week's episode, though? Did you like it? The old dementia spell went pretty well on you, mate?
It's really good. I'm really looking for the artwork to come out on that one.
Yeah. She hasn't been casting too many Harry Potter spells since then, though.
Hasn't she?
No.
No good.
No scoliosis or dementia for me.
How was your week then? What else would you have done?
Nothing, mate. Nothing. We've finished Harry Potter, so we got nothing to do. She can't watch Lord of the Rings yet. She's too young. So I don't know what to do. We need a good... I'm really looking forward to getting into those movies. Like Harry Potter was perfect because I'm so sick of Peppa Pig and the Wiggles and all that crap. So I just want I'm excited for the next step up in movies. Yeah. Because like Shrek and Toy Story and stuff, they're good and stuff, but I'm ready for the next step up. So I don't know. Do you have any recommendations for that sort of age?
Mate, what about the Saw movies?
Oh, okay. Saw. I haven't seen that. Are they good? Child appropriate?
Pretty good, mate. Yeah. It teaches them how to get out of a bind when they really have to.
Okay. So she really got into Harry Potter. So tomorrow when I get home, she's going to be on the little trike with little red circles painted on her cheeks, and she'll be saying, I want to play a game, Papa. If I do not get dessert tonight, you will need to cut off your foot.
Poor Alison's just hopping around with no foot, but has a bowl of dessert still.
Yeah, worth it.
She won the game. I think it teaches life skills.
Okay, so I'll check it. I'll download it tonight, mate.
Yeah,
do you really? With my 7-year-old.
Yeah, do you really need that foot?
No, I'm gonna check it out on LimeWire though. I hope it's the right Saw. I don't know what's worse. Here, darling, do you want to watch Saw or a gangbang? What's gonna fuck her up more? I love that story. I re-listened to that yesterday or the day before. That was classic. I can't believe you actually did that. I can't wait for you to bring that up again to your parents. Next time I see your parents, I'm gonna bring that up and see from their perspective. We should record it from their perspective. Get them to tell the story. There.
They'll probably forget all about it because they're old now, but I doubt it. They've probably just suppressed it.
Probably. How was your week, mate?
Mate, what a week! Got the jab on Sunday.
The jab.
The jab. The cheaper jab. And all was good Sunday, no dramas and everything like that. And then about Sunday night, about midnight, I thought I was dying. I have never been that sick in my life. It was shivers that I couldn't even. I was trying to open the Panadol packet, and I kept dropping it on the floor, or couldn't get into it because I was shaking so much. And then within an hour, I was just sweating. And then, no energy and headaches and stuff. Anyway, it was 48 hours of that. And then you just come good. Just flick of a switch, you're just good.
Wow. What one did you get?
The Astra.
Yeah, because you sent me a Snapchat on the day after. It honestly scared the shit out of me. You looked like you were dying. Yep,
it was terrible. All I can say is, fuck, I hope that bat soup was good. If that guy's I don't know the real story. Apparently it's a guy had some bat soup and that started the start of the whole thing. But imagine if he just had a bite. He cooked it all day. He prepped it. He's like, I'm going to try this. I wonder what it's like. Put all this effort and time into it. Had a sip, just that's too bitter, and pushes it aside. And then the whole world goes into shutdown. At least if the soup was good, I don't know if I'd sabotage the world for a good soup, but that would make things slightly better. Like, you know,
it's kind of like when you have the slow cooker on all day and you can smell it, and it's like filling the house with the slow cooker, and you go to work and you're thinking about that slow cooker, and you get home and then it's like real disappointing because you didn't like cook it right or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel your bat soup, man. I feel you.
Bat soup.
I hope you ate that bones and all.
Yeah. I hope it was good. Good.
So you've got to get another jab as well?
So we've got to wait 12 weeks, I think, for the next one.
12 weeks, okay. All right. So you're all good now, though? That
all good now,
scary.
though.
But I guess
it was
it's
terrifying.
sort of like, that's what the anti-vaxxers are saying, like, look, it's untested and you don't know it, and like, that's your body reacting to part of the COVID-19 virus, right? So imagine if you actually got COVID.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be fucking worse than that, right?
Yeah. It's definitely a touchy subject at the moment, but I thought, why not? I love putting needles in my arms anyway, so might as well just go for
those
it.
Steroids you're on.
Yes.
When
we went for it.
Yeah, when we can internationally travel and don't have to hotel quarantine anymore, I'm gonna get it. But until then, I think I'll just wait. Not that I'm against it or anything. I just want to wait. Like, there's no real benefit, I guess. We're gonna get comments like, "Oh, you're the problem" and stuff. But I think the problem is the bad thing that I've seen a lot lately is people like going too hard at other people. We've never been through this before, ever. No one.
Yeah.
Some people are scared. Some people are worried. Some people think they know everything. But so many people are judging other people for getting the vaccine, not getting the vaccine, questioning it, talking about it. I've heard some people say ridiculous shit and statements. Like, I'm sure families have been broken up from this. I'm sure friendships have been ruined. Like, people just need to chill out a bit. Just go a bit easier on people. People aren't sure, like, what to do. Like, give them a minute. Give them a month to decide, to think about it, So stop judging people so harshly.
Yeah. Very good. Yeah.
Love thy neighbor.
And if you don't know something, consult your doctor, not Google.
Yes. Yeah. Or Facebook. Or TikTok, mate.
Oh, TikTok.
I'm
TikTok.
addicted to TikTok, mate.
Oh, mate.
I did it.
Yeah.
So the missus was getting into TikTok, and I was like, "Oh, this is stupid. TikTok, this is for the bloody kids." Oh, no. What's that TikToker app? Oh, I won't get into that. And then she got it, and I was watching it, and I was like, I am going to get addicted to this. So I purposely did not put it on my phone for as long as possible. And my workaround, YouTube has YouTube Shorts. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
It's their dumb version. And Instagram has the Reels. They're all dumb. Nothing
Snapchat has it now too.
So dumb. Nothing compares to TikTok. But I was going through that. And then one day, a mate kept sending me TikToks and stuff. And I thought, I'm just going to put the app on so I can open his. But as soon as someone sends you a TikTok and you press back, it brings you onto your own feed.
Yeah.
Instantly addicted. Instantly. There's something about TikTok that gets in my blood. I love so many Instagram... I'm even calling Instagram. I love so many TikTok creators. There's this one chick that does impressions of a teacher.
Yeah.
And she's so, she always carries the keys, and she goes, "What's going over here, darling?" And she has a cardigan and she wraps it up.
I think I've seen that, yeah.
Oh, she is the best. There's another guy that does an impression of a bit of a bogan mum, and Angus. And there's something about this TikTok that they've got you hooked. I don't know. The algorithm of TikTok is better than Instagram. It's better than Facebook. It's so addictive. I can't not watch it. And I'm watching these TikToks, and I'm like, okay, one more, swipe up. Oh, that was pretty good. One more. Okay, I got to do this. I got to go cook dinner. I'll do it. Nah. An hour later, I've just watched an hour worth of TikToks. It's insane. It's got me. You've got me, China. You got me.
You've got me. It's I think the other thing is you can't skip the video too. So even if you're not sure about the video, you've got to be. it's got to be a real fuck no for you to have to swipe past it. Otherwise, like even if it's just a half of a interesting, like you've got to watch the whole thing.
Some of them are now you can skip through. I've noticed
really?
that. There's a little bar down the bottom. I was talking to someone, they said it's only a new feature.
Yeah, okay.
But you're right. That's what I thought it was as well, because you can't skip through it. But you can skip through some of. I'm not sure the requirement.
Yeah.
But I love Aboriginal TikTok is the best. Fights on TikTok is the best. Like these people. There's this one guy that cooks food, and I should have wrote down his name. He just cooks, but his kitchen is disgusting. Like it's gross. He's this Aussie guy. It's gross. He's got a dog there that like licks the fry pan and then he puts the food in and stuff. And then at the end he cooks like garlic prawns and like really nice fancy food. And then at the end he just goes, fucking delicious. I can't stop watching him. I can't stop. I'm addicted. And I have to watch it till the end until he says fucking delicious because I know he'll say it. Yep. What is it? How did TikTok do it? How did they beat everyone else? Like, why would I need Instagram now that I have TikTok?
Did you download a new app on your phone, mate?
Yeah, I'm at 14 now.
Yeah. I've got this guy that he makes videos with himself playing two different characters, and he's always upset about the English language, like how we have three theirs or like how some words sound the same but mean different, like all that kind of stuff. And then there's this other guy that makes recipes from like really old cookbooks. Like he made like a pickle apple pie the other day, like but he makes some potato pies and stuff, and sometimes it surprises him and actually tastes good, and sometimes it tastes like it sounds. But yeah, I get it. Like as soon as you start swiping, like something major's got to happen to snap you out of it.
Yeah, it's we've got a TikTok.
We've got a TikTok.
Yeah, to throw in podcast clips up there. So follow us on TikTok. Get addicted to us.
Yeah, get addicted to the and your videos that you've been making.
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize that you can post on TikTok without actually people seeing it. So like when I was practicing like how to use it and stuff like that, I thought I had to post it and stuff, and then I'd delete it straight away. But no, you can do that. So who'd have thought? I didn't see that little option down the bottom there. So now we make videos that save to your phone and choose whether you make them public or private.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And it's a really good video editing app.
It is good. Yeah, for my stuff, app. It's really easy.
Yeah.
I make a lot of videos with it. It's good.
Yeah. So stop being a boomer and get on TikTok if you're listening. It's not just for the bloody are we millennials? We're millennials, aren't we? Are we?
No, I don't think so. Are we?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think we might be. What are we
legends.
then? Legends. We're the legends. So if the millennials are listening, get on TikTok. I mean, no, they're already on TikTok. If the boomers are listening, get on TikTok. Follow us, Linking Slinkies, and watch our videos. And keep watching TikTok for an hour until you try and escape its clutches.
Yeah, I made it all last lockdown without TikTok. Like it was the rage. Everyone was on it. Everyone's like, you got to get TikTok. I'm like, no, it's dumb. Yeah, I'm not doing it. You're dumb. I'm not dumb. And then this lockdown, I'm just, my fingers hurt from swiping pretty hard on it.
Yeah, I'm all in, mate. TikTok's the way to go.
Do we have a sponsor this week? Are we still kicking goals with sponsors?
We're still kicking goals with sponsors. Thank you so much for supporting last week. Check them out. It really helps us grow the show. It really helps us financially as well. Having to refinance my mortgage as well to cover this show costs. So please, by all means, check out our sponsor. Thank you.
Oh God, my fingers just hurt so much from scrolling on my mouse wheel so much. How will I pleasure my wife tonight?
Are you tired of having sore knuckles from scrolling so much while you browse the World Wide Web? Does your mouse wheel get all clogged up from excessive usage? Well, we have a product for you. Scroll Below have developed a patent-pending Google Chrome and Firefox extension that utilizes AI technology to automatically scroll your web page while you browse. Scroll Below is 100% free, 100% money-back guarantee, and 100% real. Just listen to what some of our customers have to say about it.
That's heaps sick, eh?
Visit www.scrollbelow.com to install your free browser extension today. But act fast because the first 666 listeners will get 2 for the price of 1. That's scrollbelow.com. Right. Thanks for that.
Awesome.
Okay. So what else has been going on, mate?
I saw. Did you know that water and electricity meter people still come to your house and check your meter?
Yeah, I have seen that. Yeah.
I saw them, like, because being at home, obviously, so I was in the shed and this guy just comes and checks the meter.
Yep.
And I was just blown away that that's still a thing. Like, how is that not remotely checked? Sorry. He walks up and down the street once every 3 months, like every single house.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Yeah. They do have some. So I used to work for local government, and even back then they were talking about getting a device like a smart water meter where you can actually go around, and they do have them in some places for the water meters. They also have some smart meter for the electricity as well, but it's not everywhere. The person still comes up and reads our electricity and water as well. And we're in a home that was built 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy.
It blows me away. Like, due to COVID, they're not allowed to come check it. So you've got to give them the numbers. So I've now got to be a meter
doing their job.
Like, I didn't sign it, and why do I have to pay the same price then? But anyway, I've got to read the meter. But why is this not like my fridge can tell me when I'm out of milk and put it on the grocery list? My vacuum can tell me when the house is done. My watch can tell me when my heart rate has changed. Yeah. Right? My TV can tell me when I've watched it too many times. Why can't the meter for the water and the electricity tell me how much I've used and send that to someone?
The last electricity bill we got as well was really big. The biggest one we got, because I was mining cryptocurrency and didn't realize that would bankrupt me. But if we had a smart meter or whatever that connected to an app that pinged me and said, "Looks like you're trying to mine cryptocurrency. Please turn it off, dickhead." Then I could turn it off. That reminds me of the job that you used. I swear it's a Carl Barron bit, but I swear you did it before Carl Barron. The guy that used to go around and change the needle on the the signs for the fire.
Yeah, the fire signs.
Yeah. So around, if you're listening in, I don't know, Japan, we got a Japanese listener probably from last week. We've got these signs around, especially in rural areas, where it says the fire. What's the word I'm looking for? Fire rating.
The fire. Yeah. How likely of a fire there is.
That's it. So it's like from. Doesn't it start on like dangerous or high? Yeah. The meter in Australia for fire starts on high. The minimum you can get is high fire danger. And then it's like really high, dangerously high. Don't even fucking think about lighting a match, mate.
There's going to be a fire no matter what you do.
But who was the guy that used to go out and change that needle every day? He gets up and you get ready. All right, babe, I'm off.
Wipes his hands.
Big day today. Yeah.
Job done. Yeah, I remember just seeing that and seeing a manual needle. And I'm like, does someone go and change that? Yeah. And why? If it's a 40-degree day, wouldn't someone just go, I probably shouldn't start a fire? Not let me drive to the outskirts of town. Like, it's 10 Ks out of town. You drive there, just check this out. Can't start the fire today. Drive back home. Sorry, kids. There's no fire today. Just why isn't? Yeah, blows me away.
I think that's a Carl Barron bit though, maybe, or some stand-up comedian's done that now. But Howie did. If you're listening, Howie did that in primary school. That's why you're talking about that in primary school.
Yeah, it bothered me. I hate unnecessary signs. Like, wrong way, go back. If you're on the wrong side of the road, isn't the cars coming at you telling you that? Why is there a big sign telling me it's the wrong... No, blows me.
Okay. 2 signs, mate. So, for those listening at home, the mother of my children is actually Russian-German. So she learned to drive on the wrong side of the road. She's a bad driver. She come over here. Give her a break. Stop honking behind her. Anyway, she cannot believe that these 2 signs exist in Australia. So there's one. We see it a lot when we're driving from Brisbane to Tamworth. It said, I swear to God, this is a sign that says, in Australia, we drive on the left. And it's just got a picture of like the 2 cars driving down the road. It's in between towns. If you're driving from one town to the other on the right-hand side, and then all of a sudden you're driving along and oh, that's right. In Australia, we drive on the left. Turn over to the other side. Who needs that sign?
Yeah.
Who is driving on the wrong side and then sees, in Australia, we drive on the left? Oh, sorry, honey. Thought we were in Germany.
Thank God for the sign.
Thank God for the sign. The other sign is, every time we see this sign, she has to rub it in that it's so stupid. No overtaking on the bridge. Have you seen this sign?
Yeah.
So in rural areas of Australia, there's lots of little bridges. And they are quite small. A lot of the times, they're not even like 2 lanes. They like go down to 1 lane. And you have to give way. And they're not long bridges. They're not like Golden Gate bridges. They're like 50-meter bridges. So you can easily give way and stuff. But every bridge that we've ever seen on there has a sign that says, do not overtake on the bridge. Who is getting on these single lane bridges halfway to 50 meters and going, I'll just overtake you, mate. Just give way. But my theory is, once upon a time, 1 accident's happened. That on some particular bridge, someone's gone to overtake someone and they've crashed and died, and now it's like legislation that every bridge has to have a dumb sign like this.
Yeah, it's the government's fault for not having a sign up. Or is it your ability to not be able to judge that you can't fit through that gap?
Absolutely ridiculous. Next time you're on a bridge, just overtake someone. Fuck the government. Rise up, people. Listen to me. Rise up.
I feel like now we're driving, there's just so many signs. I'm spending more time reading the signs to make sure I'm doing the right thing than actually looking at the road.
There's way too many safety signs, especially at my work, because I work at a special place. And as we're driving along, as we're coming into the office area, you've got to go 5 kilometers per hour. My car cannot do 5 kilometers. Like, it automatically goes faster than 5 kilometers. Who can go faster than 5 kilometers? And every meter, there is a sign. It's like, I don't know, watch out for pedestrians. Be careful. Don't overtake. Watch out for wombats. You know, whatever it is. It's ridiculous.
We drive on the left here.
We drive on the left here. Can you imagine the 5 kilometers, like the guy standing there with the speed gun pulling you? Yeah, sorry, officer. What was I doing? Clocked you at 7 back there, mate. What do you think this is, Fast and the Furious, mate? Sorry, I was doing 7 in a 5 zone. I lost my license.
Slow it down, mate.
So yeah, I'll be more careful, I swear. All right, I'll let you off with a warning. And I take off like snail pace.
Just get out and push instead.
Who can go 5Ks in the car? It's ridiculous. Absolutely. Too many signs.
Too many signs.
Abolish signs.
Do you see we got some messages this week?
I did, mate. So, for starters, we're getting more and more fans. I cannot believe it. You guys are so awesome, guys and girls. Thank you so much for sending us in emails, sending us in Instagram DMs, Facebook messages, TikTok follows, whatever. It all adds up. It makes us feel really good. So first things first, had a little bit of a grinding of gears of traditions, right? And I don't know. I think this one's pretty good. So we got an email from a G. Prentice about, I'm going to read it out for you. It says, when my brother was little, he was swarmed by bees. Now, every year on his birthday, I send him Eddie Izzard's stand-up routine covered in bees. So this tradition I can get behind. The covered in bees tradition, if you had a family member that was covered in bees or swarmed by bees when they were little, send them this Eddie Izzard clip. It's great. I'm going to put a bit of audio in so you can listen to the Eddie Izzard covered in bees routine.
Beekeepers as well. Beekeepers, yes. Beekeepers, they've got to want to be. I want to be a beekeeper. I want to keep bees. I don't want them to get away. I want to keep them. They have too much freedom. I want bees on elastic so when they get pollen, they come back here. My father was a beekeeper before me. His father was a beekeeper before him. I want to walk in their footsteps. And their footsteps were like this. Ah! Ah! I'm covered in bees. Ah! Covered in bees.
Beautiful.
So send us in other traditions you have. That's a tradition I can get behind.
That's a tradition.
When you're mocking someone. But I believe you got a Instagram DM. Is that right, mate?
Mate, I got some hate mail.
Hate mail?
Yeah.
This is actually probably officially our first hate mail too.
Yeah. Look, she's a lovely girl from our high school. Really, really funny girl. We'd back her in a fight. I reckon she'd take anyone down. Hence why I backed down pretty quickly. Yeah. But yeah, apparently it's not Bayo buns.
Bayo buns.
Apparently
what
it's
is
bow. It's bow, as in like
B-O-W.
bowing to someone. Yeah. Bow buns.
Bow buns.
Bow buns.
No, I don't like that. I don't like that.
I just wrote back that's Asian taco.
Asian taco.
Anyway, like it's just Asian soft taco, basically. But
do you want to go grab some bow buns, mate?
So I'd like to, I guess, apologise to anyone that upset by saying Bayo, but
how's it spelled?
B-A-O.
Bayo. Yeah, I'd say Bayo. Let's stick with Bayo.
Let's stick with Bayo. She won't be happy.
Oh well. She shouts you a bow bun, then we change our name.
Yeah.
Change the name.
But no, we really appreciate the DM and the listening. She's been supporting us right from the start.
She
so,
has. Shout out to Liz Bright. Oh, I don't know if she wants her name said. Too late, Liz. I already said it.
Yeah, everyone knows who you are.
She's our number one female fan. I'm sorry for the bad dick jokes we've said over the course of 8 episodes. So I got a Facebook message about your non-impressive superpowers. So first, I think I'll just read out the first bit. It was in a response to when you first meet people and you're working out if you want to be friends and stuff. So this is what you were saying. So when you first meet people, like you ask people, what superpower would you have? For starters, you got a little bit of hate, and this person said, where does Howie meet people? Christian discos?
I can't remember the segment now.
You're talking about non-impressive superpowers.
Yeah.
So your lead into that was that you meet so many people that you ask what their superpower is, like flying and that. But you want to ask what your non-impressive superpower is.
No, it's my... do I get to reply or what?
Not yet. So this person's non-impressive superpower would be never having to eat or don't get hungry would be nice. But I think that's too impressive. Like never having to eat or not get hungry. That's too good of a superpower. Or he said never having to wipe my ass. Self-cleaning ass cheeks because I'm so hairy. That one I can get behind. Not having to wipe your ass, but there is things called a bidet. So get a bidet, mate.
Yeah, it sounds like a bit of a you problem there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
No, my job, where I have to meet like
Yeah.
heaps of people a week,
Yes.
and sometimes those people don't feel like talking. I hit them
Yeah.
with questions of what would your superpower be, or I hit them with explain your day in 2 words. That's a good one. That gets them, that makes them think, and then some of the stuff they come back with is pretty funny sometimes.
Yeah, that's
But,
pretty good.
But no, I get behind his.
Yeah.
I like his superpowers. They're good.
You used to always say, "Tell me a story." Like if you met someone new, or like if there was a lull in conversation. You've said it to my kids before. It's like, "Tell me a story." It's interesting to gauge people's reaction on that, because some people are like, I don't know." Some people will say like, "Oh, there once was 2 people, and I told a story. The end." And other people just go balls to the walls, and they tell you you're crazy. They're the fun people.
I've got a really good friend. She's a big listener of the podcast too. But every time I go story go, she's just always, she stresses out for a second, and then she always hits me with an amazing story. Like it's always just this incredible story that
Made
is
up
hilarious.
or real?
Real stories.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're so good.
See, I feel like my real stories are never that good. Like my real life is too boring that I have to like add a bit of spice onto it.
Oh, they're not like they're not like superhero stories. It's just something around the house that was actually really funny. They're just always good stories.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So hit us up with a story. That'd be nice.
Tell us a story.
Real, fake, I don't care. Oh, I forgot to mention before that we do have a TikTok, but we also have a MySpace page, mate. MySpace is
anyone-
a thing.
Is anyone on it?
No. Oh, yeah, there is.
Do we have Bebo as well?
I wish, mate. I loved Bebo. Who remembers Bebo? Bebo was the best. Bebo, because a few years ago, I tried to get my Bebo account back, but you could, because they tried to rebrand later on. They like shut down the servers and they tried to rebrand. I don't even think it was a social media site. I think they were trying more instant messages or something, and you could actually request your old Bebo profile and they would give you whatever, I don't know, an export of it. But mine got deleted or something, because they lost a lot of it. But I would kill to see my old Bebo page, because on Bebo it was the best. It was for us. It was the first social media site. I think it might have been around before MySpace.
Yeah.
And you could put on there what music you liked, what shows you liked, and a bio. And people used to always put on ear sex. Do you remember that? Ear sex?
Yeah.
Because that's the music they liked. It took me 3 years to work out what ear sex was. I used to always read, people would write ear sex, then it's like My Chemical Romance, Fall Out Boy, Blink-182, and I'm like, what? Why are they calling it ear sex? I don't get it.
Is that why your first girlfriend didn't stay around long? Were you just like, hey, do you want to try?
Do you want to try some Blink-182 tonight?
I'm out.
But if you get those little cotton ear cleaners, the ear dildos, we call them ear dildos in our house, because they're literally like ear sex, because they are ear dildos. You put one of those things in your ear and rub it around. Whoa, jeez.
How do the kids go at school?
Oh,
Oh, you got an ear dildo.
I don't say to the kids.
Can't wait for their first excursion.
To the ear dildo factory.
No, this is going to be sleeping over. Someone will pull out like a Q-tip and they'll... Q-tip? Is that what they're called? Or ear, whatever, ear
I
cleaner?
think Q-tips American. What do you call them?
Cotton
Ear
bud?
cleaner.
Cotton bud?
Cotton bud. Oh, yeah. Okay, I guess they're a cotton bud.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Just Laney's
Call
just
'em.
picking on this kid. But anyway,
Ear dildo.
that'd be good.
So check us out on MySpace. The first MySpace follower we get, if we ever get merch, I will send them some free merch.
Free merch. Attaboy.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you want to quiz each other?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
So
It's time for the quiz.
It's time for the quiz. Insert crappy quiz music here. So I thought, mate, we've been best friends for a little while. For those new listeners coming aboard, Howie and I have known each other since we were born. Our mums were friends. We've known each other through being a baby, through a toddler, through kids, through through preschool.
Yeah.
Through primary school.
We've never
through
really
high
been
school.
separated until you decided to move. And I
Thanks
broke
for
your
bringing that
slinky,
up.
and there was that time where you were mad at me for a couple of weeks. But it's still,
It's a good
here we
idea
are
for
with
a
a show.
podcast name.
So
Yeah.
if only we could spell it.
So I was thinking, I think I know you pretty well, and I think you know me pretty well, but sometimes it's hard to gauge because you can, for everyone listening, like you could have a best friend for the past 5 years, but you probably might not know their favorite movie, sort of thing. Like that
Yeah.
can sort of skip everyday conversation, or you might not know what their favorite show is or drink or whatever. So
Yeah,
but
we
I
haven't been
thought-
to the Christian discos for a while, so how would we know?
What would your non-impressive superpower be? I just wish I could bring back Jesus. Well, that's pretty impressive, Mary. So fuck
Pretty
off.
Yeah, you can't bring back someone that didn't exist. So
So we've each written 6 questions. I'm going to ask Howie 6 questions, and he's going to ask me 6 questions. And basically, we're going to get scored and see who is the best friend. So basically, we've got a question, and it's a choice of A, B, or C. 1, 2, 3 answers, and we'll see who knows each other first. So would you like to go first, mate, or me?
look, I'm happy to go first.
Okay.
So I'll read out your questions and you're answering
Yes.
the questions. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. All right. So insert come on down music or something.
Yeah,
Contestant.
Price is
Contestant Alex. So introduce yourself, mate. Why don't you tell us what your favourite movie is and stuff like that?
No.
Gotcha. All right. So
Hi. No. I'm gonna. Hi.
Okay.
My name's Alex. I'm from Tem Vegas. I really like long walks on the beach and pina coladas.
that's your actual voice. That's weird. Okay. So what is your favourite movie?
Okay, so I'm gonna give you 3 options. So favorite movie,
Cool.
it's either Donnie Darko, Shaun of the Dead, or Guest House Paradiso.
Guest House Paradiso, without a doubt.
It is Guest House Paradiso. So nobody knows what Guest House Paradiso is. But basically, this is a movie from probably late 90s, early 2000s. And it's by 2 famous English comedians that I love, Richie and Eddie. And it's just this crazy, stupid, dumb movie with lots of visual gags, lots of slapstick comedy. But I haven't watched it in a little while.
Yeah.
So I'm sort of worried that I'll ruin it. You know what I mean? You know, I'm sure people listening have related where it's like, oh, I love that movie when I was, younger, and you go to rewatch and you're like, what is this rubbish? But anyway, this sticks in my head as my favorite movie. But it was funny because I had it on DVD as well, and we've watched it together. And it's just one of those movies that always sticks out of my brain. Although I do love Donnie Darko and Shaun of the Dead. Shaun of the Dead would have to be my second favorite movie.
Yeah.
I could
It
watch
was a
Shaun of
tough
the
one.
Dead all the time. Yeah.
That was a tough one, but I know emotionally, Guest House Paradiso is your favourite movie. Such a
Definitely.
good movie.
Okay, Howie is on, what are we doing, 10 points each, mate? Question?
10
I'm going to
points.
keep track. Howie is
Okay.
on, so you get 10 points for that, mate.
Awesome.
Correcto mundo. Next one.
All right, what is your favourite show?
Okay, I'm going to give you 3 options. Breaking Bad, Black Books, or IT Crowd. Now, think about it. This is This is a bit harder. I've given you a couple options there that even I find hard to distinguish between the two. So is my favorite show Breaking Bad, Black Books, or the IT Crowd?
This is a tough one.
Yeah.
I don't think it's Black Books. I think it's between IT Crowd and Breaking Bad.
Don't look at the camera too. We're on Zoom here.
Oh, look, I know you love IT Crowd. I know you love it, and I love it too. But you talk a lot about Breaking Bad. I'm going to lock in Breaking Bad.
Bam, bam.
Ah!
It was actually Black Books.
Was it? Oh, really? I've never heard you talk about Black.
I know, but it's my favourite show.
I've never heard you talk about it.
It's tough. It's IT Crowd is definitely my second favourite show. I love IT Crowd. It's good. It's perfect. But there's something about Black Books that I can almost recite every episode. That's my comfort show. You know how some people have like Friends or The Office that they just put on in the background, and it's like that very comfort. They're familiar. They're not even necessarily engaged with it. It's just that comfort show. Black Books is my comfort show. I love Black Books.
See, I was going to go IT Crowd, but when you said it's a tough one, I'm like, all right, it's got to be Breaking Bad. I've never heard you talk about Black Books. Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
They're Black Books. Check it out. I love Black Books. And there's only like 3 seasons of that.
3 seasons.
Okay, next question, mate.
Celebrity Hall Pass.
That's hard. Celebrity Hall Pass. I'm going to give you 3 options. Margot Robbie. That's how you say it, isn't it? Margot Robbie.
Yep. Yeah. It's not. It's Margot, actually.
Margot Robbie. Next one, the 70s show, Mila Kunis.
Mila Kunis.
Yep. Or Sasha Grey.
I don't know who Sasha Grey is.
Okay, Google her later, mate. Sorry, kids.
This is hard.
You can't look at my face too. I'm
not. I'm looking at the questions, trying to think about it. So it's Margot Robbie, Mila Kunis, or Sasha Grey. Look, I'm gonna go Margot Robbie.
Bam, bam. Mila Kunis. It was close.
Mila
I do
Kunis.
love Margot Robbie, but because she's Australian, there's something about foreigners that just do it for me, mate. As much as I love Margot Robbie, like I've seen her like drink beer and she's so awesome. I'd love to party with her, but I think I'd rather marry. We should have done, what's that? Fuck, marry, kill. Let's do fuck, marry, kill out of those 3. There you go. But no, I'd love to marry Mila Kunis. I can't even say her name, but she's awesome. I really like her.
Maybe learn her name before you propose.
Show. Yeah. Will you marry me, Mila Kunis?
I'm just gonna call you number 1.
Number 2, bro.
I love Margot Robbie though.
I do love her. So who would you go out of those 3?
Margot Robbie.
Oh yeah. No, Mila.
Maybe I chose my own answer.
Yeah.
All right.
So far you're only on. Hold on. So far you're only on 10 points, mate.
10 points. All right. 10 over possible 6 questions, is there? Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
Okay. What would you do if you were stuck on a desert island?
Okay. I would either kill myself, just, I don't know, bury my head in the sand and die. Probably build a raft from sticks, or just wait for help.
I don't think it's build a raft.
Wait,
I don't think it's
I could
that.
build a raft. We did woodwork, mate. I could work it out. Couple of leaves on there and some sticks.
No,
So would I either kill myself or would I wait for help?
I think you would just go fuck it.
Kill myself.
I'm going to be wait for help. I'm going.
Correct. I would just wait for help. I wouldn't know what to do. I'd probably just starve to death. I'll just sit there and be like, what time's dinner?
No, the reason I go wait for help is you would be so excited to have some peace and quiet on your own that you would just sit there and you would have the time of your life. You'd just go, I'll just wait for help. Because I know you would build a raft and you'd be like, no, I'll just wait for help.
Yeah. I'd build it and just keep it there. Because if they come if I come to get rescued, they'll be like, why didn't you build a raft? At least if I've got half a raft there, they'll be like, oh yeah, he was trying. But I'll be like, just sitting back, enjoying a coconut. Not having kids yell at me.
This is how the process went in my head. Wouldn't kill myself because you got to make it back to the next episode of the Linking Slinkies podcast. So the next week. Build a raft would mean that you got off the island.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't want to do that. Wait for help means you had more time to yourself.
Yeah. Okay. That was good. So you're on 20 points, mate.
20 points. Okay. All right, let's
questions
finish
left.
strong. What would you do in a public restroom and a dick comes through the glory hole?
I mean, you've really got two options, I guess. So you'd either suck it, I guess, hid it away, or you'd just ignore it. So, so I'm sitting there and I'm trying to envision it. Okay, I'm sitting there. I didn't notice a glory hole in the Hungry Jack's bathroom before I come in, and then I see a dick come in. Would I suck it, hit it, or ignore it?
Look, I'm gonna go ignore it. I reckon you would just continue on with your day.
I think I would. Correct.
Yeah. I don't think you'd want to touch it. I know you wouldn't suck it.
Yeah. As much as I'd love to be like, oh, I'd fucking karate chop it. That's disgusting. I think like in real life, you'd just be like, quick one finger wipe and get out of there.
I think that Bert Kreischer has a good joke of like, are you someone that'll pull away or will you back into it?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Okay, so last one, mate. Hold on. Last one, current score. You've got correct, wrong, correct. So we're looking at 30 points, mate.
All right, so 50-50 we're doing. All right, that's not too bad. All right, what would you do if your wife murdered someone? Would you help her hide the body?
Okay, so I guess the three options are yes, no, or like call the cops on her. If the missus comes home with a dead body, would I help her hide the body? Would I just ignore it, say no, or would I call the cops on her?
Yeah, look.
This is interesting because I got lots to say about this.
I reckon
It has not happened before if you're listening, FBI.
I'm going to go ignore it again.
So just a no?
Just a no.
Incorrect. I would help her hide. I'm not lying. I'm not trying to be a dick, but I would help her. Because if she rocks up right with the dead body and you say no, you're already accessory to murder.
Yeah.
You're already accessory to a murder. So you're already in trouble, right? And if I call the cops on her, like that's just a dog move. I wouldn't do that. So you sort of have to hide the body. You're already going to be in trouble. At least if you help her hide it and it gets found out later on, you can always blame her and she can go down. But I don't know.
I didn't say I locked in my answer, so I'd like to change my answer.
Okay, so what do we got? 10, 20, 30, 40. Mate, 40 out of possible 60. Not bad. But I think I'm going to be a better friend to you, mate.
Probably. I know.
So I've got 6 questions ready to go. We probably should have...
I'm well aware I'm a shit friend, but this just highlights it on national podcasting.
International, mate.
International podcasting.
Okay, so I've got 6 questions here, right? Mm-hmm. Now, for you listening at home, we did write each other's questions. Wait, we wrote... Yeah, we wrote each other's questions. Yeah, so I wrote those questions for Howie, and Howie wrote those questions to ask him. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Dylan Luke Thomas Howison, what is your favourite colour?
All right, so you got 3 options.
Yes.
Blue, green, or aqua.
Aqua.
Correct.
Yes, I knew that, mate. I remember from school, because you're like, oh, I kind of like blue, but I kind of like green. What if there was a colour that did them both? Or is blue-green, does that make aqua?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Yeah,
So
you shouldn't have gave it away on the 3 options too, mate. You should have said black and blue and aqua. But I knew that. I knew it was aqua, mate.
Yeah. I knew you'd
the
get
old
that
aqua.
one. I don't want to make this too hard.
I did.
Maybe I'm the better friend because I'm looking after you more.
Yeah. Trophy for you. So, Howie, what would your last meal be?
Okay, so 3 choices. We got wings, burger, or chips.
This one, I'm pretty confident, even though you're raving on about Bayo buns and burgers and bao buns, whatever, last time, I know you'll have a good burger, but we have had wings before. I don't. Although chips like. See, this is interesting because it's your last meal. I think if you played the game where it's like, oh, what could you eat every day? I don't think you could eat wings every day. It'd be too much. But chips, like, you could probably get away with every day. But this is your last meal, like you're on death row. So I'm going to lock in wings.
Correct.
Yes. And you'd get some sort of real spicy sauce.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, actually, interesting story. We've been to Hooters before. And last time you were up, I think it was last time, and we got some wings there. And I hate spicy food. I've never been a fan. You know, I grew up in Tamworth, mate. Nothing spicy out there. All plain. I love everyone listening from Tamworth. I love you guys. Anyway, dig myself in a hole there. Anyway, and when you ordered wings, you actually got like a spicy sauce. I'm like, oh, I'll try that. And I was like, oh, that's pretty good. And after that, like I brought sriracha and Tabasco. So that actually got me into spicy sauce. And my daughter knows it because every time she sees me put spicy stuff on food, she goes, oh, she wants me to tell the story. I don't tell her it was Hooters. But she's
why not?
No. She's like, oh, why do you like spicy sauce? I was like, oh, because, Howie and I had wings and, now I like it. So you got me into spicy sauce as well. But I knew you'd love wings. But was I correct in saying that wouldn't be your everyday, like, food?
I think it would be tough to have wings every day, but I reckon it'd probably still be my answer, though. I reckon. Okay, I'd still have a go at it.
Yeah.
But, no, tell them the real story because I would love for her 8th birthday to be at Hooters. All these kids with party hats, ice cream cake, wings at Hooters. I always try and explain this to people. I always try and explain this to people. When people are like, what's your favorite restaurant? I'm like, look, Hooters is pretty good. They're like, oh, of course you are, being a man and stuff like that. And I'm like, look, the food's actually really good.
It is, yeah.
It's incredibly unhealthy and gross, but it's also, like, delicious.
Yeah.
The food's amazing. And there's, like, sport on all the time and stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of other really positive, things in the establishment. The wings and the sport.
This just sounds like you're trying to clear it with the missus. And you're like, look, they've got really good wings. I'm not going there for the waitresses.
I took her there.
But I mean, but they're not topless or anything.
No, it's just like they're wearing the same thing that other people in restaurants wear now. So,
or
like,
if you go to the beach, you'll see more of women there. Like, I don't.
Yeah, and there's no wings, so why would I go?
Yeah, exactly. So I agree with you on that, mate. Let's go to Hooters. God, I feel like Hooters for lunch now.
You can go. I can't.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, next one. So far, I'm 2 from 2, mate.
2 from 2.
Okay, so what holiday would you love? What would be your ideal, like, holiday?
Yes, I have a little bit of cabin fever at the moment.
Yes.
So would it be like an island? Going to like a major city with a Hooters? Or like a snow holiday?
Oh, see, this is tough because I'm pretty sure you'd been to the snow. You don't have to answer this. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm pretty sure you haven't been to the snow, and if you have, it was, probably as a kid to like Perisher or something. So it's interesting. Like, I've got 2 thoughts there that because you haven't experienced it, either it's not on your mind or you really want to do it. Like, you'd love to go to I'm sure you'd love to go to a German night market. They're awesome. Drink some Glühwein, warm wine and stuff. It's disgusting. Don't do it. But I'm pretty sure you probably wouldn't pick snow. Now, what'd you say, city or island? So, city, you pretty much do most of your holidays anyway. You do love a good trip to Newcastle or Sydney or up the coast or whatever. I'm going to go the wild card here and say island because I think you've been to Fiji or somewhere before when you're a bit younger and I think you liked it. So, but okay. Your favorite holiday would be island.
This was a tough one. I'm torn as well because I want all 3. Like, I want all 3.
Yeah.
But I have never been to the snow. So so I feel like I want to go and I want to try it. I want to try snowboarding. Like, how hard is it? Can I do it? Will I die? That kind of thing.
See, I thought you were either going for or against it. Yeah, I knew. Well, let's go to the snow, mate. Let's go to Germany, mate. Next time.
Let's go to Germany.
When it opens up, I'll take you to snow. I only seen snow when I was in Germany when I was in my 20s. First time seeing snow.
Yeah,
I do love the snow.
A few months ago, it snowed 30 minutes from my house, and I still didn't go see it.
Yeah, but it's just what the Moonby.
Yeah, no,
the Moonby snow.
Moonby snow. All right, so next, so that's
I'm on
2 out of 3
points of it. Okay, yep. Okay, so next question: what would you want your funeral to be?
Okay, so we got like a normal burial.
Yeah.
You
so
know,
like just a normal casket in the tombstone sort of thing.
Yep. Everyone meets at the grave. Yep. Cremation, and then put into. You can get this stuff where you put into like a jar or something, and they plant you as a tree. So they cremate you, and they seed, and then you become a tree, and like your ashes are like in the soil kind of thing, which is pretty cool.
Don't lead my answers, mate.
Or a Viking funeral where they put you into a boat, they shoot an arrow into you, and you start burning. And then after that, it's like, have you seen those roasts of James Franco and Justin Bieber and stuff? Where like all their friends stand around and they just roast each other and end up roasting you. So that's like the funeral, and then the wake is just a giant roast.
Okay. Would you want to do that on Lake Keep It? Or Chaffee Dam?
Just the peel, mate. Just the peel.
Down the peel.
Yeah.
Oh, this is tough. I'm not. You're not a normal burial sort of person. You strike me as not just a plain thing. You did know a bit of detail about that planting as a tree. I wouldn't mind that because the kids could bury me out the backyard of the house and grow as a tree. But the Viking funeral followed by a roast was very specific. A little too specific. So I'm going to lock in Viking funeral followed by a roast.
Correct.
Yes! I would love that. If we'll go out to Chaffee, right? Chaffee Dam is a dam an hour or 40 minutes out from Tamworth. Does it have water in it now?
Yeah, it's overflowing, mate.
Nice.
Times
I'm
have
going to
changed.
launch your corpse out on Chaffee Dam, light you on fire, and then we're going to have a roast of you, assuming I live longer than you.
Sounds like a day, doesn't it?
Let's do it before you die. We can have an effigy of you.
There's people that have funerals before they die just to see what happens. Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
So I'll lay in the boat, but as soon as someone, like, I don't know anyone that good with arrows, so I reckon I'm pretty safe.
I'll light you. Yeah.
All right, yep, moving on.
Okay. Now, got that right. 10, 20, 30s. Oh, okay. If I get this right, we're even. So, but 2 questions. Oh, this is going to be close. 2 questions left. Okay. If you were a flavor, what would you be? Okay. So, like if you would just suddenly turn into a product.
Yeah.
Any product, what would you be? Yeah. Okay. Give me the 3.
Yeah. This was a tough one. Like, I did some Googling for questions by about this point. And I went for flavors that that people use often and are important. Okay. So like orange juice. Yeah. Like I don't know many people that don't like orange juice.
Yeah.
Eucalyptus, like really good for colds. Very potent. You know, can clean anything. You know,
but not everyone likes it.
But not everyone likes it, and you can't please everyone, can you? Mint toothpaste. Everyone starts their day with some mint toothpaste, and everyone ends their day with some mint toothpaste. So if I was a flavour, would I like to be in people's lives morning and night? Who knows?
This is tough. This is a good one. Okay, so we got orange juice, eucalyptus, or mint toothpaste. I'm not thinking eucalyptus because there's not too many products with eucalyptus in it. And there are some lollies and like cleaning products, and it is useful, and I don't mind the smell of it, but not everyone does. But maybe you see yourself as that. Oh, it's tough. Orange juice. I know you love a bit of OJ. But mint tooth. See, if off the bat of that, mint toothpaste, you don't just strike me as mint toothpaste. Although I do like your explanation, but if somebody said your mint toothpaste, I wouldn't really see it. Oh, this is tough. I'm just going to guess orange juice.
Correct.
Yes! Oh, yeah. All right. I knew. So why orange juice?
I just really love orange juice. I think
Yeah.
it's delicious. I think it's like such a good flavor. If you have orange juice after you brush your teeth, it tastes shit.
Yeah.
But if you brush your teeth after orange juice, it's fine.
Yeah.
Eucalyptus, like we keep a little, bottle in the bathroom. So if you have a cold or something, we put it on a washer and put it on the floor, and then the house smells really good from the steam.
Yeah.
I love brushing my teeth. I love toothpaste. Like it's delicious.
Not supposed to be, but okay.
But orange juice, like
Yeah.
orange juice,
Nice.
pulpy, love it.
Pulp. Be a pulp guy?
Pulp guy.
Yeah, nice. Yeah,
More
screw
pulp,
people
the
who
better.
don't like pulp. Pulp. Okay, last one, mate. So, this is we're even at the moment. I've got to get this right, or we're evenly. I'm getting nervous now. Okay, what is your biggest pet hate? Okay, give me the three. Howie, the world famous Howie from Linking Slinkies Podcast. What is your biggest pet hate?
Mate, this one took some thought because all of these are spot on, I reckon, as my biggest hates. Like there's not much in between it at all. So we've got my belly button being touched.
Oh, yeah.
People joking about COVID when they cough. And people who ask questions, but when you answer, they interrupt your answer and start answering the question they gave you. Start answering their own question.
Yeah, I know those people, and they're so in their own head.
Yeah, don't waste my time.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Here's my thoughts. I'm surprised green ants aren't on this too.
Because that's too easy.
Yeah, I knew how he hates ants. Biggest phobia, biggest fear. Should have had that. Okay, so I know you hate your belly button being touched. I know that. And that's been like your whole life. So that's probably number one at the moment. People joking about COVID when they cough, that's a fairly recent thing. So as much as that annoys you, I'm probably not going to answer that because it's fairly recent. People who ask questions but like interrupt the answer. Yeah, that is annoying. Oh, this is a tough one. Oh, because I know someone like that he'll go, "Oh, g'day, mate. How's the kids?" And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, we took her to the doctor." And before I can even say, he'll be like, "Yeah, my kids are good too. Yeah, yep. So what are you doing next week?" Like they're just totally in your head, in their own head, sorry. And they can't be in the moment. I do hate. But you did write you did write it first. I'm also a big guesser, like in shows where it's quiz shows where it's like ABC, they never go like AA. Then it's never AA in a row. If you're watching, it's always random, right? So if you're watching Hard Quiz and they're doing like Tom's subject, it's never like AAA. It's never AAA. But did you not think of that? And am I overthinking this too much? Fuck. Your belly button being touched. Lock it in, Eddie. Belly button being touched.
You've locked it in?
Yeah.
Your final answer?
Finally.
You sure?
Yeah. Don't do that. Yeah. Belly button being touched.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yes. I knew it. Yes. It wouldn't be the COVID one because it's like too soon. And the question one's annoying, but I imagine that, not everyone does that. Although you do meet a lot of new people. But people touching your belly button, I knew it. Why do you hate that so much?
I don't know. I just hate the feeling of it. I hate it. It makes me shiver. The thought of it. Like anyone comes anywhere near it, like I just attack.
Right. Okay, yeah. I get that, mate. I didn't like that too. But anyway, okay, so I am the better friend, right?
You are the better friend.
We've established that, but I thought...
But 5 out of 6, 4 out of 6, like just...
Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, that's tough though. Try it if you're listening. Try that with your best friend because it's hard because you don't often talk about some of those things. Like you often, it'll be interesting. I'd like to hear that. But I thought, mate, I'd throw in some bonus quickfire rounds at the end here. Yep. I've got this game called Scruples. I don't know how to pronounce it. Scruples. And it's sort of like a question and answer game similar to that. But I thought I'd do a lightning round. I mean, you can redeem yourself on these and we'll see how we go, okay?
All right.
So for everyone listening at home, I am reading off cards from a legit board game. I didn't make this BS up. This is real. Okay. So Howie, you're tidying up. You come across your teenage daughter's diary. Do you read it? Now, I'm going to guess... So Howie's going to guess whether I read it or not, and I'm going to guess whether Howie will read it or not. So let me go first while you think about it. I'm going to say you do read it, but you don't tell anyone.
Yeah, 100%, I reckon.
Yes.
I reckon it'd be funny.
I knew you would.
Yeah.
Okay, I read the diary?
Yes.
Yes, 100%. Who wouldn't?
That's some juicy goss.
Yeah. All right, we both correct there. So
our female listeners are going to be so annoyed.
I wouldn't tell anyone or anything, but it'd be interesting, hey?
Yeah.
Next question. You're a homeowner. Congratulations, you actually are. A group home for mentally challenged adults is planned for next door. Do you sign a petition to stop it? So, you've spent your whole life getting this home, and Blimble's moving in next door. Do you sign a petition to stop it? Now, I want you to guess first for me.
No, I don't think you would.
I wouldn't, correct. I wouldn't have the balls to do that. Now I'm going to guess for you. I don't think you could either.
No. It's like they might turn out to be fine.
Yeah.
No, they might turn out to be good neighbors.
Yeah. That was a good one. Okay. 4 left, okay? So far I'm still winning from the previous game. So, you email your picture to a gorgeous creature. I didn't write these, by the way. You email your picture to a gorgeous creature you met on the internet. So in this land,
it's like a
you're
dolphin
not married.
or what? Okay.
Yeah, gorgeous creature. Oh, that's gross. Comes to a dolphin. So in this, okay, well, let's say it's with Tinder. You're not married. You don't have kids. You email. You send a picture of yourself. Do you mention you put on 10 kilos since the picture was taken? So are you going to catfish someone on Tinder? Is basically what they're saying.
Well, that's a tough one.
I'm going to say you don't tell them.
Yeah, no, I don't think I would because why would it come up, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
And what do you think? Would I tell them?
No, I don't reckon you would either.
Nah, that's stupid. Why would you be like, just before we meet up at Hooters, just thought I'd let you know that I have been to Hooters the past 6 days in a row, so I have put on 10 kilograms.
Like, is there a form you got to fill out where you put your weight and height or something?
Yeah.
It's like, it's not something you think about. Like, if you're funny, you're funny, you know?
I knew it would have similar answers to these. Anyway, reading off the card. You hit it off with someone in a dark lounge and make a date. Once again, I don't know when this game was written. Before leaving, she or he asks for help getting into a wheelchair. Do you pursue the relationship? Okay, so you're hooking up with someone at the back of the impy. You're loving it. You're half cut. You don't notice their legs aren't wobbling much. And then you're like, oh yeah, this is mad. Can I get your number? And then they get up into a wheelchair. Do you pursue them? Yes or no? You ask me first. What do you think I would say? Do you think I would pursue this relationship with old wheels over there?
Yes, I reckon you would.
Yes, I would. I think that'd be interesting. How much cool stuff would you have to talk about? And you get disabled parking too.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I think you would as well.
100%. Because I've always wanted to go for a ride in a wheelchair. Like, I just want, I just think it'd be pretty fun. So, like, if things went well, I get a wheelchair to play with. Like, plus, also, if we got that far, like, she's probably all right, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome. Yeah, I wouldn't care if she's in a wheelchair or not. Better parking. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 more left. I did not write these. I'm stressing these questions. You're a medical researcher competing for funding. Okay, so you're a scientist. You don't get much funding. You're competing for funding. You have many leads for an AIDS cure, but can't pursue them all. You have many leads for an AIDS cure, but can't pursue them all. Do you give some to other researchers? Okay, so you're competing for funding. You have many leads for AIDS. To solve AIDS, it's not 2-minute noodles and orange juice. Do you give some to your other researchers? I'm going to guess. So, but if you give them away, you won't get funding. So I'm going to say you would.
I'm very competitive, though.
Yeah. So you wouldn't?
Nah, I reckon I would. Yeah.
You would?
Yeah, I reckon.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
you're right. Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
what
the
about
right
me?
thing to do. It's the right thing to do. It's a tough one. I'm also going to go you would. I think
Yeah, I would.
because if you ended up knowing someone with AIDS, because I know what you'd end up, one of your friends or family or something like that. You'd then like knowing our luck, something like that. Someone would get AIDS and be like, fuck.
Should have killed that.
Should have killed that.
Did you hear that? Howie and Powell and Linking Slinkies cured AIDS.
Cured AIDS.
Last one. So, of course, I knew it would be similar on these. Okay. An employee of your ad agency is HIV positive. So you're running an ad agency, marketing ad agency. They're HIV positive. Clients and staff are uneasy and his work has suffered. Do you renew their contract? Yes or no? So they're HIV positive, the staff are unhappy with him, but the work has suffered. Do you renew the contract? This is interesting because there's a couple things to this.
Yeah.
Okay, you do say yes or no?
Yeah, I reckon you do.
I would, and I'll tell you my answer after yours, and I think you would too.
Yes. But
Yes.
again,
Okay.
not in the way that everyone thinks.
Yes, because, I think like if you let them go and like you could get sued for discrimination,
Yeah.
I would be worried about that. Right? Who cares if they're HIV positive or not? We already cured that.
I've already cured it. But renewing their contract doesn't mean it means I can change the contract. So I can change the contract for them to work at home. I can change the contract to suit
Less hours.
To suit whatever, so that everyone in the office is safe and clients and stuff feel a lot better about it. I would change it to make as many people as happy as I could without getting sued. Yeah.
Good answer. So let's just total that up. We got all the same anyway. Oh, it looks like. Who's the winner? Ding, 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 ding. Hey, it's me.
Erection wins.
Ooh, erection wins. All hail the erection. That was tough though.
Oh, that's
That
tough.
was good.
That's stressful.
So I'm the better best friend. Play
the
that at
better best
home.
friend.
Get that game, Scruples. I want to play
Yeah.
that for real. I don't know how you play it.
Well, use our questions, do a
Use
mix
our
of
questions,
both.
Make your own. Do some
Yeah.
Googling. Find out. And let us know how it goes.
Let
Did
us know
you
who's the better
break
friend.
up your friendship after it? Play with the missus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
That's-
what color are my eyes? And she covers her eyes, and you're like, fuck. Blue, green, aqua.
Aren't they Margot
red.
Robbie's eye colour? Damn it.
One more story before we go. That reminds me. It happened with the in-laws. Literally, I forget, they were Russians and they were out drinking vodka one night, having a good party, and a mother-in-law goes to the father-in-law. What color are my eyes? And she covers her eyes, and he goes, "Oh crap!" And he said, all eye colors are the same in the dark." And they laughed so hard that I think they forgot about it.
How did you understand this though?
Oh no, I wasn't there. It was a tradition passed on, mate. That would be fun to play with the missus, though. We should play that with your significant others at home. What color are my eyes? And just close your eyes and just be like, because I'm not. Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, I might just walk into a boxing ring with a professional fighter too.
Yeah.
With my hands tied behind my back.
What an episode, mate. That was great. And I'm the best. Good. I'm the best friend.
You're the best friend. First one over an hour? Oh, no, second one over an hour. Isn't it?
So for everyone listening at home, I put in some bonus footage at the end of the last one, I think, to make it go over an hour. So listen to that. Oh, no, it was the one before, sorry. Episode 6. This isn't Pirates of the Caribbean. So we're one ahead. We're one ahead. Anyway, leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and write in a review. Even if you just write Silly Willy Billy, whatever, we'll read it out because otherwise we just get a rating. Or subscribe to our YouTube and hit us up on there.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. And as always,
don't try and fix your mate Slinky.
Good night.